Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Boulder Canyon. We have now put down our houses. We have put our, well, we've put some sheds down. We've got a big storage barn, we've put some sheds. We haven't yet built the road out through there. That is on our to-do list, and we're not going to do that yet. Definitely not going to do that yet, because before we do that bit, I want to get some more timber sold. I want to get a baler here so that I can start selling some other pieces. What I do want to do is I want to go here and look at that. We've now got prices for everything. All the way through. Although silage at the moment is down to $248 a round, which is not great. That's not a great amount. Right, I'm going to leave this one here for a minute, and we will come back to using that one in a little while. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. Right, and I'm going to go and get the actual front weight on. And then when we do our mowing, we'll go back and we'll grab that one, because what I was thinking is the tree stumps along the top, what we freed up now, we won't worry about doing anything with those with the stump grinder. We'll leave them where they are. We're not going to worry about them. And then the mower right there, we'll get that one hooked on, and we'll be able to actually start doing our mowing. But before we can do any of that, we want to do this. Right, as most of you know, this week I've been talking about, or wanting you to talk about some potential changes to the channel. Do you want me to do more live streaming content? Yes or no? If I do some more live streaming content, it's going to mean some significant changes to the rest of the content on the channel, naturally, because we're not going to be able to do everything. That just kind of goes without saying. Right, if I unload that one and then I load it back on again, yeah, that's better. We can't do everything. I've already been over this week, so you probably know what it's all about by this point. If you don't, to get more details of it, go back to previous videos. I'm not going to talk about it too much today. Something else that I am going to mention is that by this point there should be a video up on the channel announcing the start of my giveaway. It's my birthday coming up next week, and in order to celebrate my birthday, I'm giving you a present. Yep, that's how I'm going to celebrate my birthday. I'm giving you a present. Well, technically it's not actually from me. It's from an anonymous donor on the channel who has donated 3 copies. Not 1, not 2, but 3 copies of Farming Simulator 19. So if you do not yet have this bad boy of a game in your collection, now is the time. You will be able to add that to your collection now, and you will be able to start playing, doing all of your Farming Simulator 19 activities and having a great time doing it, it must be said. So if you do not have a copy, or you want to get a second copy for a friend, or whatever reason, there are 3 copies being given away, and the video should be up now on the channel. If it's not, then there is a technical reason behind it, and there will be a video very soon available on the channel announcing this giveaway. I will be giving the winners on this. I will be announcing the winners on this on my birthday, which is on the 13th of March. Alright? So on the 13th of March, I will release a winners video. Not before, not after. On the 13th of March, that's when I will do the winners video. So if you want to find out if you've won, you must go and watch that video in order to be able to find out if you've won. Right, it's down to you. Right, the onus is on you to go and find out if you've won. If you enter into the competition, then yeah, I strongly recommend that you do everything you can to find out if you've won or not. And in order to do that, you need to watch the winner's video. It will be announced on there. Same format that I normally do. So long, I know that YouTube no longer like competition links to be sending people away from the site, but as far as I know, just a straight simple giveaway video is still allowed. If not, it'll have to be tagged on to another video, which is why I say there may be technical difficulties, but I don't think there will be. I think we're going to be all right. Right, okay, we'll stop right there, and I will put the straps onto this load. I will take this lot up to the mill, and then we'll come back and we get some more of those trees over there. So I'm going to take it back down here, and we'll go back towards the road. There, because I know it's bouncing around a little bit up here. I want to be on the road for the most part. Right, there we go. That's much better. So if you would like a chance to win a copy of Farming Simulator 19, make sure you tune in to the giveaway video that's, well, go and have a look at it. There should be already a giveaway video up on the channel. I see no reason why there won't be. It should have gone up yesterday for you. Right? It should be there yesterday. And obviously, I still want you, if you haven't yet expressed an opinion about the live stream content, whether you want more live stream content or you're not interested in more live stream content, get into the comment section and have your say. This is very important. That's why I've been doing it this whole week. Some of you are probably getting fed up with hearing about it. But this is a big thing for this channel. It's a big, significant potential change. So you need to have your say. If this is the one time that you will have to have your say. After I've made my decision, it's no good coming back to me and saying, oh yeah, but I wanted it like this. You need to have your say now. The more people that have their say, the more informed I can be when I make my final decision on exactly how I'm going to enact any changes that will come about. Also, if you haven't watched yesterday's video, please do, and I would really like some feedback about the whole shorter videos thing. That one, again, is quite crucial to how we continue on with this channel. Maybe more significant than the actual live stream content, but we will see. Right, and we've done that again. 16,000, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a good rate. So we'll do that there, and we'll lower that one down, and we will sell that. So we've now got 21,810. I believe we wanted another. It was 49,000 for the one that we're after, isn't it? Right in here. Yes, 49,000 for our round baler. That's the one that we're getting to start with. We'll go for a bigger baler after a while. If you haven't yet seen it, go and take a look at the new DLC, the Anderson DLC that's been announced. Understand that Anderson is a North American company, and it's all about bales. Bales is the focus of this DLC. You've got some big TMR mixers, the Total Mix Ration mixers, some bigger ones being brought into the game. There are some new game mechanics being added to the game for wrapping up bales, so you can leave a long, like, sausage of bales in the fields. A long sausage of as either square or round bales. You'll be able to leave them all wrapped in the field. It sort of wraps the whole lot and then leaves them there all at once. And it does. It looks really awesome. It genuinely does. It looks fantastic. So there's those being added into the game. They look absolutely fantastic. They look amazing. They really, really look amazing. There's a thing for harvesting the poplars, a round baler for harvesting poplars. So it's not just going along with a forager now and chipping them all up. You've now got this option for a round baler that will leave the round bales of poplars behind in the field, and then you can go along and do stuff with that. I'm not quite sure how they'll be processed. I'm assuming that they would be dealt with like wood chips. That's my guess, but I don't know. Right? That could honestly, it could go either way. I really don't know about that. It looks cool, whatever it is. Whatever is going to happen with that, it just looks cool. It genuinely does. So I'm really looking forward to seeing a bit more about those. And in particular, the one that I'm really excited about is the bale stackers. We've got additional trailed bale stackers, and some of these look just amazing. Right? The ones that will take stack the bales up into stacks 3 bales high. Or not 3 bales high, sorry. It'll do. It's designed specifically for picking up. Wow, these logs are loaded on really messily this time. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop loading and I'm going to unload the whole lot. Just like that. There. says unload the whole lot. I'm not going to unload all of them. I'm going to load some of them. There. And then I'll do that. Plonk them all down together. Right. That's a bit better. It's... Yeah, they're not... it's designed specifically for handling wrapped bales. Wrapped round bales. And I think there's one that handles wrapped square bales as well. So I know that the base games one do. You can go and pick them up. But if you want to try and play realistically, they're not designed for that, right? They're not meant for that at all. But we've got this new Anderson Group stuff coming, and that is designed specifically for picking up wrapped bales. Not all of it. There's some of the trailers, and there's some quite big trailers in here as well. The stuff just looks really awesome. Like, there's some genuinely amazing stuff coming out. And I'm really looking at 26th of March this is due out. So on the 26th of March, we should have this brand new DLC, and we should have all of these brand new toys to go and play with. And it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely awesome. You know it is. You know it's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely wonderful, and we're all going to love it. Right, let's start heading down that way. Hang on a sec. Let's continue onwards. My phone was ringing. I don't know why people want to ring me. I have it on complete silent, but occasionally I have to sort of see who is on the phone and potentially deal with things that are not game-related, and this disturbs me. It does. It disturbs me greatly. I don't like dealing with things that are non-game related. 16:17. We've got until 8 o'clock. We might be able to get our round baler back here. And I don't think I'm going to worry about the round baler. We could go and do some... I think we've got the money to get the round baler. We've also got 5 grand more that we need to spend on our little setup, so that we've spent the money that we said we were going to spend. Right, the whole idea was that we were supposed to spend $100,000. And we've spent $96,000. It's going to end up being $101,000. Plus the costs of putting down the road and stuff like that. But I would figure those as extra costs anyway. I'd rather overspend than underspend, because it's kind of how we said that we were going to do it. We were going to spend all of this money, so I don't want to sort of skimp on it now. Right, we get to you. We'll take that one off there like that. And what do we get for this little lot? Ooh. 18,860. That is pretty sweet. One more load, and we'll be able to get our baler. And, you know what, before I go and get that load, let's switch you off there. And I will go to you, and I'll go to you, and we will go back under decoration like this. And it's that farm hut right there for 6 grand. That's the last bit that I want to get for this one over here. Now, I did say that I sort of wanted it out that side, but it's not going to fit there. So it would appear that going out this end would be better, but we kind of want to do this right so that it's not interfering with that too much. It's still got to fit. It's still all got to fit. This object collides with an object. There's something there that's colliding with, which is, again, that's not good. What are you colliding with? Have we got a tree stump in here that we've not taken out? If I go back like that, can I see a tree stump? There is actually one there at the front. You can see it. Look, there's a tree stump, and it's in the wrong place. Now, if I look around here, there it is. There, right in the middle, there is a tree stump. And that is causing me the problem. But we could put this... Yes, we can. We can put this one over here. If I bring that one over there, like that, and I bring it this way a little bit. There. Like that. And... I'd rather have it a little bit lower down, like that. But we need to see what the price will do. 275. Right. That's the lowest price we can get. 273. I feel that that would be a good angle for this. Right? We'll be bringing it over this way a bit. Slightly away from that barn. There, 299. 632, 634. 6329. It's difficult to get it right, isn't it? 298. Right, there we go. That one's going in there. That one's going to go right there. So we've got tree stumps behind. And this is kind of our storage area. Now, I know that none of these sheds are actually any use. I know that they're all useless ones. We've got trees here that are close to the shed, so we'll have to be careful how we cut those down. But we've now spent the money that we need to spend on this area here. We will be spending more on building a track out through here, but we're not going to do that yet. We're going to get the baler first. The baler is going to be the first thing we get, and then we're going to go back later on, and we're going to get the rake for raking up all the grass. But we're not going to get that immediately. We're going to wait before we get that rake because of the I want to do the mowing. I want to do some mowing. I'm getting fed up with just selling stuff, so we're actually going to go do that now. We're going to start mowing. I've got a load of timber down in the field. Should I start? Yes, I will. I was just wondering, maybe I should not do the mowing yet. Maybe I should wait until the morning before I start doing the mowing because of the grass growing through it. But I don't think I will, because the grass, well, actually, no, the grass, yes, we will wait, because the grass has already started growing through the bit that I cut there. So if we wait until morning for that, there's nothing to stop us from fast-forwarding time a little bit if we want to at any point in our playthrough. There's nothing to stop us from doing that. That is perfectly acceptable behavior. But what we can't do is slow time down, unless we're planting. That's the only exception to the rule. As I said, we're not allowed to slow time down unless we're planting. But in order to get like good timing for the grass coming up through and stuff like that, I'd say it is perfectly acceptable to... Yeah, let's just get that one into there. In order to get the grass to grow, the timing of the grass to grow well with our mowing and stuff like that, I'd say it's perfectly acceptable to fast forward time a little bit so that we're not being left with a field that's got like half a crop of grass grown in it while we're still doing our mowing. And because honestly that just looks ridiculous, and I don't want to be stopping time. You know, while we're doing mowing, we can keep the time scale going the way it is, and mowing and baling and all of that, it will be all right. But the cultivating and planting, that's one job in particular that I did say I wasn't planning to keep the time scale running, because it's just... I don't think it works well. I just don't think it works well, having half a field on... Because, like, with the way that we've got things, we would need to do, like, the outside round of the field ourselves, or the outside couple of rounds, and then do the inside rounds of the field. And in order to be able to make that work properly, we're going to need to... Right, how much am I going to pick up? I'm going to get all of it. In order to be able to make it work properly, there are some things that we're going to need to do. Like, going around the outside rounds of the field. And then if the time is still ticking along quite quickly, that means the outside round of the field is planted, and then it's like you gave up, and then you went back a couple months later and you finished off doing the planting. If you were to look, if you look at the differences in the growth stages. And that just wouldn't happen. So in order to avoid having the field look like that, we need to adjust our gameplay ever so slightly. And for that, we will slow the time down just for the planting bit. But that's only going to be for planting. I don't want to be doing it for the mowing. We'll leave the mowing as it is. And we're going to mow the kind of the flat section down near the bottom. There's a lot of tree stumps up here. We'll do this maybe later on, do it separately. Not quite sure at the moment. I've got some timber on here. If I do that, and then I'll swap it over. That one's going to go up there like that. And I'll stop that. Actually, no, I'm going to leave that. No, stop that. Swap it over. Start it again. So it's now loading back on the left-hand side again. Am I going to get all the rest of this onto the final trailer load? I said I was going to go and do the mowing. That one bit of tree there is not wanting to load. They do that from time to time. They don't quite get picked up by the trailer. Maybe I haven't actually activated it. Oh, I have activated it. It's definitely active. No, I'm not going to... They're not going to load properly. I'm going to overload this trailer. That one's on. I might be able to do it. We may get all of this load. This is going to be quite a substantial load there. And this could be, well, I'd like to get all this loaded up, because it's going to be about the last of the timber that we're going to need to worry about for a little while, because we get our baler. And then once we've got the baler, we'll be using the money from the bales to go and pay for the last little bit that we want to pay for. So I just want to get this over here. I don't want it to fall apart. This is going to be the tricky bit. I got one more log that needs... There it is, and... Right, well, we managed to catch it, just. But we're going to need to do this a bit differently. So if I switch that over and turn it on. Is that working? Now, this is the problem, is I don't know which way it's... right, the only way that I can do this now is press X. Okay. It didn't actually change, so I need to load that back on and then press stop. Then press O to change sides, and then press B again, and then press B again to stop loading. Then do that, and now I've got every single bit of timber on this trailer. I said I wasn't going to sell it because I was going to go straight on with the mowing. But as we're doing the mowing in the morning, we will go and sell this bit. And there's not really much in the way of trees. We will get the biobelts thing on the front of the tractor again when we start doing the mowing. And we're going to mow this section down the bottom. Doesn't look like there's... There is a tree stump over the other end, I can see. There's one there, but not much. So we will sell this one load right here, and then we will go back home, and we're going to get an early night sleep tonight. And then once we've had our early night sleep... Oh, that's the only issue with this is, can I afford to buy the baler? We'll want to go and get the baler, I think. Because if we go into negative equity overnight, it's not going to matter. If we've got the baler, it then won't matter. Won't make any difference. If we go into negative equity once we've got the baler, it won't really matter. So let's get this one up here and get this little lot sold. We've got 49,000 to spend on a baler, and then we're just going to get a bale spike. We'll put our front loader on, and we'll grab a bale spike as well. Although we've got the money, we could sell the Mahindra. We've got most of the money that we need for everything, I think. Because the Mahindra, everybody has been telling me to sell the Mahindra. You don't want them. Well, I don't know why you all don't like the Mahindra anymore, but apparently you don't. $19,000 for that one. There we go. And... just drop that one down a minute, and there another 800. That's over $20,000 for that load. We've now got 54,564. We've got all of our sell point down. We've now got the money to go and get the baler, and we've got the money to get the bale spike as well. The only thing we don't have now is money to get the rake, to go and row it up a little bit. We don't need that at the moment. It's not an essential. We've got the grass there available that we can go and do a bit of mowing. We will be able to do some baling, be able to do some wrapping, we'll be able to sell some bales. I have no idea how much we're going to get per bale. And if the 234 for silage is anything to go by, then we're looking at about $1,000 per bale that we make and sell. Which is a pretty good rate of return, all things considered. You know, we do spend a lot of money here. That bit right there, I'd like to smooth that off. We will look at doing that. So before we go, let's bring this one all the way over here. Right over to this side. And we'll bring that so the trailer will go there, like that. And then we unhitch that one. Right. Now, front weight. I'm not going to want that one. So I will leave the front weight behind. Even if I sell the Mahindra and the trailer with it, I'm not going to have the money to buy the rake, am I? I would have the money to buy the smallest rake. But I've said right from the start, I really don't want to use that one unless I have got a hired help to be able to do the work with the rake. It does work with hired help. We could put that little tiny rake on our little IMT tractor, but you can't use hired help unless you've got fields. And we don't actually have predefined fields, so it's not going to be an option. Right, let's leave that one there. And lift that one up like that. And we're away. So now we've got to drive all the way to the shop. Go. If you could start driving, that would be great. There we go. We got to drive all the way to the shop. This is a bit of a tedious part of this, and it's the one part of this map that I'm not so keen on, the shop being quite so far away from where we are now. And that's one thing I will look at with any future hardcore Let's Plays. I will be looking at the location of the shop and hoping, well, hopefully we'll be able to do something that will be a slight improvement on what it is at the moment. It's the distance between the shop and the log sell point. That's the big issue. With the Grizzly, not the Grizzly Hills, with the one that we did previously, the Pacific Inlet, that was beautiful. That was absolutely wonderful. We didn't have to spend absolutely ages going to the shop and getting stuff. Yes, it does mean that we've got to do a little, you know, we've got to do quite a bit of planning in order to be able to make sure that we get there right and we do things just right. But it does become tedious, and some of you have said it is a bit tedious, and you wouldn't mind that bit being cut out. But the whole point of the hardcore series is that I don't cut bits out. I include all of the gameplay, every bit, and that includes the long, tedious runs to the shop and back. So it's got to stay in. It's all part of this series. I can't be chopping this out. I mean, I can just drive along here, and I can take a sip from my coffee cup while we're driving. Like that. That's a lot better. Don't drink and drive, folks. Don't drink and drive. It's bad for you. And it's also frowned upon. All the way up around here. I'm still not quite sure if this is faster than going the other way, because of the weaving in and out. Obviously, now that we don't have much weight on the tractor, the IMT, that little tiny thing, this was definitely a lot. It took longer to go this way because of the hills. But this one, I'm thinking this way might actually be faster. Was there a route, like a shortcut route, across one of those bits? Or am I thinking of a different map? No, I'm thinking of a different map. Thinking of the Felsbrunn map. On the Felsbrunn map, where you got the switchbacks going up towards the log sell point, there is a couple of points where there's a tractor track that goes straight across the switchbacks instead of you having to go all the way around the track. There isn't such a thing on here. There is just a steep hill. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, I love that engine run. I love that engine run that it just did then. Straight down the hill, it works. I mean, it did go well. I mean, it'd be nice if we could take a bit more of a shortcut, but we can't really, 'cause it's not our land. And yeah, really, we shouldn't be doing that at all. Frowned upon, really. That's the sort of thing that's going to cause our neighbours to get jolly upset with us, and we really don't want that. A little bit further up here, and then we can pop into the shop. Okay, it's definitely quicker. It's definitely quicker going this way than it is going round the other way. I mean, if you look at the map, it's yeah, 242. That's pretty. That's about 1,000, but that's low. I think that's a low point. Yeah, I mean, if we take the shortcut there, and then we come out here, if we've cut some trees, we can actually drive straight down through there. This is our land here, so doing that would be quite acceptable. We don't have to go around that way. We can just cut through here and then up to there. If we were to buy that piece, how much is that piece of land there? If we were to buy that, 162,000, 166, that would be the good one to buy. You know, we go from here up across the bridge and straight down there to the shop. All right, yeah, I'm liking this idea. So this little slice of land to our right-hand side would then become ours. It's a very narrow strip, though, and there's also the very real danger of driving something into the ravine, which we really wouldn't want, would we? We really wouldn't want to be driving into the ravine. Right, you stop there a second. And you over here, how much do we get for you a minute? 14,000 I can sell that for. And 4,000 I can sell that for. That gives us 20 grand. We can afford both. We can actually afford both. Can I get them back? Can I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can do that. Ooh. Ooh. You know, we might be able to do this. Okay. Wide tires are an additional 500. I'll go with standards. I'm just going to go with standards on that. I don't need wide tires on that. Okay, there's 49,000. Yes. Back and back again. Go to the front loaders there. So the bale handler is $1,700. That's quite expensive. But what we can do is we can do it with the bale spike. A lot of you have said that using the bale spike, you would consider that to be quite acceptable because we can tape it up. So, yeah, bale spike it is. We're going with that one. So we're going to buy, and yes. Even big farmers will use a bale spike rather than a bale squeeze. And on silage bales, and you patch them up afterwards. It's so long as you do it as soon as the wrapping is done when you're clearing them off the field, or there are ways of doing this without it actually compromising the integrity of the silage held within. Although you do have to be careful. When you're patching the bales after you've stuck a spike in them, you do have to be careful that it's sealed properly so that you've got anaerobic digestion going on inside and you're not introducing oxygen into the environment, and that's the bit that will make it go bad. Windrowers, right here. 23,000 for that one. Okay? Now, we've got 5 grand. Are we able to sell... Does it make 23,000? 49,600. We'll sell the Mahindra anyway. We will do it. I know you've all been waiting for me to do this. I really want to keep that one, but no, that's not... 23. I got 5 grand. That's going to be 18. Yes, that will be enough. That will actually be enough. Right. Fine. We're going to do it. Sell. Yes. Okay, that has been sold for 14,700. That one at 4,260. Yes. Okay. That makes $23,950, which is literally just enough. By the skin of our teeth, that is just enough to get that windrower right there. I'd like to get that one, but that's another 7 grand and we don't have it. So we get this one. Details. We're going to buy that one. We can always get rid of that one at a later date and get the other one. But we've now actually got the windrower, so we don't need to worry about that. The only thing is, can I get that one back? Can I, hook that one up somehow onto... I can't... It's going to be 2 trips. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2 trips. I can get the baler on the back of the tractor. That's fine. That's easy. That's the easy bit. Can I get that machine right there carefully hooked on to the spikes to get it back home again? That's the only question I've got. Can I do it? I don't know, because I really don't want to have to drive twice. I really don't want to have to drive all the way up here again. So, can I do this one way or another? Is there any way that I can... If I can very carefully pick it up... I mean, what I would do in real life, if I really wanted to do this, I would use straps and we would suspend this between... we would suspend this underneath the machine, right? We'd use straps right here and we would suspend it. Now, I'm going like that. That's not liking that idea. So bring that bale spike down there. Right, it's not having it at all from the front of the machine. From the back of the machine, sorry. I want to see if I can get the game mechanics to do this. I know that this doesn't appear realistic in any way, shape, or form. That's because it's not. I wouldn't be doing it like this. Like I said, I would be suspending a strap to this thing and doing it that way. But can I do it like this using the in-game mechanics? Does it allow me to just grab hold of it using in-game mechanics so that I can physically carry it back? Doesn't look like it. It does look like I gotta go twice, unfortunately. That's a shame. I would like to have been able to do this all in one go. Well, never mind. It's all right. We'll have to come back and get it later on. Unless I can do that. Ooh. Well, never rule anything out. Oh, this might work. I might be able to do it. Right, that is not balanced on the top there. We have not done that. Right, just keep in mind that this is not actually happening. What we're doing instead is we have a rope over the thing, we have straps over the thing, chains, whatever you would use, and we're very carefully slinging the machine to bring it back. Right, we've got a long trip, so we are slinging this machine and with a proper sling, you can carry things quite a long distance. So we're going to get this one back. We've got to get it out of here first. Going in a straight line is easy, right? It's when you want to come to a corner that it could throw it right off. And also getting out of here. Right. I turn that way. No, not quite. Straighten up a bit. There. Now turn sharp. There. There we go. Right. First obstacle overcome. Corners are where, corners are the difficult bits. And going our normal, well, not our normal route, going this new route, there are more corners. I still think this is the way to go, because the other bridge, we've got more chance, I think, of dropping this one off the bridge going the other way than we do going this way. So we'll go this way. Because the bridge this way is wider and smoother. We'd rather have a wider and smoother bridge. And this one over. There we go. Right, now we get to this point. I want to slow down. Like that, and there. Like that. Okay, that worked. That worked. We got it round the first bit. We want to bring it up here, and then we've got to go up beside that rock, and then we've got to turn. We do have a lot of corners to go, which is, it's slowing things down. But I still maintain that this is considerably faster than the other option, which is to drive all the way home with the baler, turn around, come back, and then drive all the way back again with the rake. Rather not do that. So if I can do it like this all the way, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic if we can do it like this. Let's just very carefully ease that round. Ooh, okay, I had to go a little bit faster there because otherwise I'd hit the tree. Hitting the tree is guaranteed to knock it off. Turning the corner a little bit faster is not guaranteed to knock it off. That's only, potentially might knock it off. I would rather take the risk with the potential than a guarantee. Not round there. It does seem to have held on quite nicely, this one, actually. I'm genuinely surprised at how well this seems to be working. I did not think that this would work like this at all. So it does look like we're not going to have a huge amount of time for our mowing today. But it would have been good if we could have done some mowing. We'll try, once we get back, we'll see if we have got time for mowing. You never know, we may make it. Let's go all the way up the hill, chugging slowly. Keeping it revving. Keeping it roaring as it goes. Bring that on round up there and keep on chugging up the hill. Yes, excellent. Keep on going. Keep on chugging. Oh, now what? Right. Now we bring that up to there. Get to this point. Right. Don't slide back. We've got some steep land on this bit. This is going to be more interesting because we've got quite some steep bits. Just whether it's going to hold where it should or if it's going to try and slide right off. We got our buddy's house up over there. That's our friend's house up there. We no longer use that house, and we've got our own. Well, I say house, it's a tent. We've got a small tent. But it is ours, right? That's the important thing to remember, is that the tent is ours, whereas that house was not. That house was someone else's that did not belong to us, and therefore we have made progress. Narrow bridge. This is considerably wider than the other one, and I stand by my initial reasoning for going this way. The other bridge would have been, it's extremely rough. There's bouncy bits halfway along the bridge. Getting halfway across and then bouncing and launching this into the canyon below is not something that I would have wanted to have been a part of. We'll stick to the road as well. I'm not going to try and take a shortcut weaving between the trees. I think that is just asking for disaster. Even though everything on our right-hand side, that is all our property. We own all of that. If it does get stuck here, I suppose, it's not very far to come back up and grab it, is it? It's not like we've got a long way to go in order to be able to return this one. So like I said, don't get hung up on the fact that you can see it at the moment on top of the arm. Okay, that is just a figment of your imagination. It's not actually on top of the arm at all. It is slung underneath. We've slung it, and we've got straps around it. There may even be chains on there as well, but we've definitely got some strong loading straps holding it all in place, and we're carefully bringing it back as a sling operation. Something that I've personally done myself. I have carried things quite a long distance with a sling operation. If you're going along a public road, there are rules and regulations, and if you do actually sling something and you're taking it along a public road, certainly in the UK, I think you can, but you've got to have various types of escorts. What we would normally do if we were doing something like that is we would literally we'd have people walking in front and behind, and go very, very slow. Along a private track, you could go faster if you wanted to, but I've done this sort of thing, so I know for a fact that this could work. Okay, the slinging it underneath, the balancing it on top like this, as it's not actually happening, it doesn't matter. I was going to drive across there, but I mean, really, that grass is long grass, isn't it? We don't want to drive on it too much. We do want to stick to our tracks if we can. That would be the better way of doing this. So we'll bring this in, and then we've got to very carefully lower it down once we get to our destination, and then we can go and sleep the night. I'm so pleased we managed to get this back. I really am. I've sped time up to 60 times now. There's no point in hanging around. We want to get it so that we can go to sleep. Got there, okay. We'll go back 5 times. It's 7 o'clock that we get to go to bed. Right, we bring that one in here. We've got absolutely no reason to worry about this one at all. So I will bring you to there. And now we lower down like that. Alright. I've got that. Spike on there. There we go. Right. Now, it looked a little bit rough, the dismount on that, but that's only because it was just looks. Okay, it was pure 100% looks. It wasn't actually rough in the slightest. It was fine. There was no issues with it whatsoever. So we've got our bale spike back here, which means that we can use that for going and grabbing the bales and bringing them through. So I will drop you down there like that, and I'm gonna unhitch that one. There we go. And we want to go and get the front weight on, and we want to get our mower on as well. Where's our front? Where did I leave the front weight? Oh, I left it over that side. We're going to get that one on, and we'll get the lawn... No, the lawn mower? It's not a lawn mower, it's a mower. It's a field mower. No, I don't want the mower. I don't want the front weight. Sorry, I want this one. I want that one right there, because we do still have the occasional tree stump that is going to be in our way, which we're going to need to deal with. So if we've got that on and that's ready, we can also go to this one. We haven't really got time to do any mowing, but we will see if we can do one time around the outside. How's that? Once around the edge, once we've slept. There. Back. And hit you on. There we go. Right. Over this way. And we can get some sleep. We'll go for a full 12 hours of sleep right now. There. And 1, 2, 12. Right. That takes us through until just after 7 o'clock in the morning. We've got $7,000 in loan interest. The vehicle leasing costs. It's not leasing. It's the that's just the thingy over at the dealership, which is not technically being leased. Right. Start you up. And we're going to do some mowing. We've actually got some mowing to do for once. Right. Why aren't you... Go to the front one. Lower you down a minute. Lift you up. Oh, that's because it does it on that as well. You can do it on the mouse controls, but I don't want to do that. I want to go to that one on the back. There. I want to unfold you. And then I'm going to do a straight bead out across there. Well, not a dead straight one. We will be changing the direction of travel in a minute. We're going to go like that. So, yeah, I want you to get into the comment section, and I want you to talk about more live streams coming to this channel. Do you like the idea? Do you dislike the idea? Also, talk about the whole video length thing that I was talking about yesterday. If you haven't mentioned that. That's something else that does need to be seriously addressed very soon on his channel as well. But that's one I'm not going to... I'm going to be dealing with it. But it's not kind of the top priority at the moment. Is deciding about the live streams. I'll probably deal with everything all at once, to be honest, and then I will announce all the changes. But before we get to announcing any changes, I need you to get into the comment section. I need you to talk about... Oh, I see. That's why we've got bits missing. It's because it's not fully grown. So I've got this bit over here that's not fully grown, and it won't cut because they changed the way that grass performs. So if it's still growing, you can't actually cut for like a smaller percentage of the harvest. That's all right. We won't worry about that then. We'll bring that one all the way over to there, and lift you up, bring you back round like that. There. Right, and away again. So we're going to be left with some... It's going to be a bit patchy in the field because of the where we've cut the tree stumps. We haven't left it long enough for it to grow properly. There is a tree stump I just seen off to the side there. We'll worry about that later. Not going to worry about it today. So, yep, that is all we got time for. So if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Fritgar. Goodbye, and see you later.